Hi everyone, Megan here. This is going to be a gentle yoga flow for you. So maybe something that would feel good after going for a run or doing some sort of cardio, or maybe something nice to do first thing in the morning just to kind of get the body moving. It's not going to be too intense. Please do grab some props. If you have a yoga block or two, that would be great. If you don't, maybe grab a more firm pillow, or maybe roll over a blanket a few times, stack it up nice and thick, and have anything ready for you as you move through this practice. I did record this in my apartment complex spa area, so as you're watching the screen, you might see some strangers walking by. Don't worry about it, just continue going through the flow. So we're going to get started in just a comfortable seat, however your body feels most comfortable, maybe sliding the pillow or the block, blanket underneath the tailbone, give the body a little bit of support. And just start by engaging the breath, bringing it in through the nose and out through the nose. Keeping this breath with you as you move throughout the entire practice, allowing it to calm you, to center, and to focus. Take the left arm and lift it up and over the head so the hand is by your right ear. Extending right arm out to the side, flexing through the wrist. Exhale, gently allow left ear to fall towards left shoulder. Really reach long through that right arm, feeling a nice stretch all along the right side of the neck into the right side of the trap. Resist the urge to pull on the head. Just allow the weight of the head to be enough. With an exhale, gently allow the chin to fall towards the chest, but keeping left ear towards left shoulder. Maybe the hand moves a little bit more towards the back of the head, and feel a little bit of a deeper stretch as you continue to inhale and exhale. Keeping the head exactly where it is. Go ahead and release the arm down. With an inhale, gently lift the head up. Other side, as you take the right arm over to the right side of the head, extending out straight through the left arm, flexed at the wrist. Feel like you want to drive the heel of the hand towards the earth as the ear gently falls towards the shoulder. With an exhale, allow the chin to fall slightly more towards the chest as you walk the hand a little bit more towards the back of the head, but still keeping ear reaching towards shoulder. Exhaling, feeling a little bit of a deeper stretch. Keeping the head where it is, slowly release the hand from the head, and with an inhale, lift the head back up. Taking both hands around the back of the head, interlacing the fingers, elbows open, inhale and lift the chin. Then with an exhale, allow the chin to come towards the chest, allowing elbows to fall towards one another. Again, resist the urge to pull on the head. Just allow the weight of the head and the arms to allow the stretch throughout the back of the neck. Maybe even round into the upper back a little bit. Feel a nice stretch along the erectors. Keeping the head where it is, slowly release the hands from the back of the head. With an inhale, gently lifting the head back up. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, lift the chin. Exhale, arms float down. Inhale, lift the arms up. Interlace the fingers together. Then flip the palms open towards the sky. Exhaling, bringing the arms in front of you so the palms are facing outwards. Exhale, press the palms forward as you round through the upper back. Chin gently comes back towards chest. Shoulder blades separated behind you. Round that spine. Push those palms forward. With an inhale, lifting back up, palms towards sky. Exhale, release the arms. Taking the hands behind the back, interlace those fingers once more. Roll the shoulders back, open up through the chest, and a gentle lift of the chin. Maybe the knuckles rest on top of the pillow, the blanket, the ground behind you. With every inhale, feeling the chest expand and open. Exhale, releasing the arms. Inhale, breathe the arms up overhead. Exhale, a gentle twist as one arm reaches behind, one arm in front. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. Maybe take it a little bit deeper and take the hand to the opposite knee. Inhaling to lengthen up. Get the round out of the low back. Exhale to twist a little bit deeper. With an inhale, lifting back up through center, arms overhead. Exhale and twist to the other side. One hand behind, one hand in front. Maybe a little bit deeper, hand can go towards opposite knee. Inhale, sit up tall through the crown of the head, get the round out of the low back. And exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhaling up tall, exhaling, twisting deep. Inhale, lifting those arms back up overhead. Exhale and twist back towards the other side, not quite as deep this time. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, start to forward fold on top of a leg. So we're inhaling, lengthening through the spine. Just an exhale, very gentle forward fold, a slight twist, angled towards your knee. Thinking about driving opposite hip towards the ground, so trying not to lift the butt up off of the ground. Keep even weight in the hips, reaching long through the spine, just a gentle forward fold. An inhale to lift back up, and an exhale, a gentle twist towards the other side, not quite as deep as we did before. Reaching those hands out in front of you. Start to forward fold on top of that knee. Inhale, lifting up, lengthening through that spine. And exhale, bending at the elbows, trying to feel the belly reach towards the thigh, not the head. Keeping even weight through the hips as much as you can. With an inhale, lift those arms back up overhead, and exhale, arms float down. Inhale, reaching long, arms overhead. Exhale, arms float down. From here, we're just going to shift to face the top of the mat. Again, find another comfortable seat for you. We're gonna stretch out our wrists. So take those arms out in front of you, flip the hands over, bringing the backs of the hands onto the mat so fingertips are facing towards you. Be as gentle or as aggressive as you would like here. You can shift forward or backward. See how it feels on the backs of those wrists. Keeping the breath with you, in through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale to lift it back up and flip the hands over. So now we have the palms on the mat, but still the fingertips are facing towards you. So we're getting a stretch through the heel of the hand and the inside of the wrist. Maybe lift the palms up off of the ground and get a deeper stretch through those fingers. Explore the space, be gentle. Then from here, just kind of lift those hands back up, circle around into those wrists and the fingers, kind of shaking it out. Then from here, we're going to come back up, stretching into our feet. So I want you to flip your toes into the ground so that we're getting your stretch in the arches of the feet. If you'd like to feel a deep stretch, maybe sit on top of your heels. Shift around with your body weight. If it's too much, bring the hands in front of you. Get the butt off of the heels and just feel the stretch through the arches of the feet, into the balls of the feet, and into the toes. To shake it out, just lean forward, release the toes, and slap the tops of the feet onto the mat. Then we're gonna stack into tabletop to move through cat-cow. So bring the wrists directly underneath the shoulders and the knees directly underneath the hips. With an inhale, drop the belly heavy towards the ground, lift the tailbone, lift the chin. Exhale, round through the spine, curl it all under, chin to chest, tailbone heavy. Inhaling back into cow, belly heavy, tailbone high, chin high, shoulders away from ears, maybe toes curl into the mat. Exhale, round it all under, release those shoulder blades from one another, press the spine towards the ceiling. Inhaling, cow, belly heavy, shoulders away from ears, open up through the chest. Exhale, round and curl it all under, back into cat, separate those shoulder blades, tailbone heavy. Inhaling back into cow, belly heavy, tailbone high, chin high. Exhaling cat as you round through that spine and curl it all under. From here, moving into child's pose as we bring the big toes together behind us, knees open out wide, butt moves towards heels, arms reach overhead, and the upper body sinks heavy towards the mat. If it's uncomfortable for the back or the hips to have the knees open, feel free to bring the knees together for your child's pose. Tap back into that breath if it got away from you, in through the nose and out through the nose as the upper body sinks heavy towards the ground, fingertips reaching forward and butt heavy towards heels. With an inhale, body will shift forward as we start to move around into the hips. Inhale, move the hips forward, and as you exhale, just a big circle of the hips in one direction. Exhaling as you move back, inhaling as you bring the body forward, hips towards earth. Then switching directions, exhale as you move back, inhale to bring it forward, exhaling back, inhale forward. Moving back through a child's pose. Walking the hands back a little bit towards you. Inhale, reach the right arm up high to the sky, and exhale, thread the needle as you twist the right arm underneath the left. So you're trying to bring the right shoulder and the right ear down on top of the mat, or maybe on top of your pillow, your block, your blanket. Left fingertips are still reaching overhead, and exhaling, trying to press left armpit towards the ground so that you're separating those shoulder blades behind you, getting a nice big stretch through that upper back. Bring that left hand back underneath left shoulder to help press yourself up, inhaling right arm up and exhaling right hand to ground. Other side, as you inhale, reach left arm up high. Exhale, thread the needle, so left shoulder, left ear come down onto the mat or pillow or blanket. Right arm extends overhead, reaching long through those fingertips, and exhaling, pressing right armpit heavy towards the ground, getting that great big stretch through the upper back as the shoulder blades separate from one another. And the body is relaxed and heavy as you breathe through the nose. Bringing the right hand back underneath right shoulder, helping you to press yourself up. Inhale, reach left arm high. Exhaling, left hand comes back down onto the mat. Coming back into tabletop, we're going to curl the toes into the mat behind us. Belly is active. We're finding hovering tabletop as we lift the knees just an inch or two up off of the mat. Press those hands through the ground like you're trying to push the earth away from you. Triceps gently rotate towards one another, shoulder blades slightly separated behind you, belly is up and in, and with an exhale, finding down dog as you lift the hips to the sky. Maybe you want to walk the dogs out as you pedal through the heels, bending into one knee and lifting the heel up, and pressing the other heel towards the ground, switching it gently back and forth. And always remembering in your down dog that your heels do not have to touch the ground, and your knees can always stay softly bent. A deep bend into both knees, and with an inhale, shift body forward, release knees to mat, exhaling chest and chin to the mat. Slide the body forward, releasing those legs all the way down, tops of the feet onto the mat, fingertips underneath shoulders. Rolling shoulders and elbows back behind you. With an inhale, gently lift the chest and the head up off of the mat. Exhale, roll it down. Engage the legs, lifting the kneecaps behind you, toenails into the mat. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to roll it down. Inhaling, lifting chest up. Exhale to roll it down. Plant the palms, curl the toes into the mat, and with an exhale, lift the hips to the sky, moving back into down dog. Inhale, lifting the heels up high off the mat. Exhale, bend the knees and gently walk the feet forward towards your hands at the top of the mat. Inhale into a half lift as you bring your hands to your shins, lifting the torso up halfway for a flat back. Then exhale, deep bend into the knees, forward fold on top of those legs. Bend the knees as deeply as you need to bring belly to touch thighs. Then hands can come to opposite elbows for a gentle ragdoll as the torso and the hips sway side to side. Allow the head to be heavy so the gaze is in between the legs towards the wall behind you, letting the weight of the head and the arms completely stretch the spine. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Keep those knees deeply bent. Let go of that head. Bringing the body back to stillness. With an exhale, release the arms from the elbows. Inhale, another half lift, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, soften into the knees, forward fold, and a very slow, gentle roll of the spine all the way up to standing, head coming up last. Roll those shoulders up towards the ears, back and down. Up towards the ears, back and down. Inhaling, reaching arms up high overhead. Exhaling, arms float down. Inhale, reach arms high overhead. Exhaling, left arm floats down by your side. Right fingertips stay reaching up towards the sky. Inhale, reaching up through right fingertips, and exhale, pressing down through left fingertips. Keep even weight in the hips and the feet. Just trying to stretch up and over into right side body. Inhaling, left arm reaches up. Exhaling, right arm floats down. Inhaling, reaching long and tall through left fingertips. Exhale, driving down through right fingertips. Even weight in the feet, stretching out left side body. Inhaling, reaching right arm back up. Exhaling, arms float down. Inhaling, arms lift up overhead. Interlace those fingers and flip the palms open towards the sky. Allow the arms to come forward in front of you. Round through that spine. Separate those shoulder blades and press those palms forward. Soften into those knees. Allow the tailbone to feel heavy. Inhale, lift it back up, palms towards sky. Exhale, release arms down and take hands behind the back as you interlace the fingers. Roll open through the chest and the front of the shoulders. Soften into the knees, hinge forward into the hips as you begin to forward fold on top of those legs, keeping the interlace of the fingers. Deeply, deeply bend those knees. Inhaling, reaching knuckles up towards the sky. Exhale, allow upper body to feel heavy. Inhaling, exhale to release those arms. Inhale, a half lift, hands to shins. Exhale, bend into the knees, plant the palms into the mat, and step those feet back behind you. Knees to the ground, toes into the mat. Exhaling, 8 points touching, chest and chin towards the mat. Then release that body all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, little lift of the chest and the chin. Exhaling, child's pose, butt to heels, big toes together, knees open, torso heavy. Inhaling, shifting the body forward, curl the toes into the mat. Exhaling, hips to the sky, down dog. Inhaling, lifting right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step right foot forward in between hands, top of mat. If it doesn't get there on its own, use your hand around your ankle to lift it there. Left knee, top of left foot down onto the mat. Inhaling, arms reach up towards sky, and exhaling, cactus arms as you bend into the elbows. Think about pointing the elbows forward, opening up through the chest, a very gentle lift of the chin. Tailbone is heavy towards the ground, so you're hardly shifting forward into those hips. Inhale, reach arms up high. Exhale, float left arm down towards the ground. Reach right arm up and over. Inhaling, arms back up. Exhaling, right arm towards ground, left arm up and over. Inhaling, right arm comes up. Exhale, plant left palm to inside of right foot. Inhaling, reaching right arm up towards the sky as you twist through the torso. Maybe left toes curl into the mat behind you. Drive down through left hand, reach up through right. Exhaling, right arm floats down. Shifting back into a half split. So the hips will shift back so that hips stack on top of left knee and the right leg straightens out as much as it can. Right knee can always be softly bent. Have the right foot flexed so that the toes are facing towards you. Inhaling to lengthen the spine and exhaling to feeling belly heavy towards right thigh first. Try to keep butt away from the heel behind you. Maybe you'll have to wiggle the front foot forward a little bit more. With an exhale, shift body forward, plant right foot into the mat. Lift left knee up off the mat and step right foot back to meet left. Maybe an optional chaturanga into an up dog. Skip it entirely if you'd like, and we'll meet in a down dog, lifting the hips to the sky. Inhaling, left leg will reach up towards the sky. And exhale, step left foot forward in between the hands, top of mat. Right knee comes down, top of right foot down. Inhaling, upper body lifts up. Tailbone feels heavy towards the ground. Exhaling, bending into the elbows, cactus arms. Feel the elbows tilting forward as you lift up tall through the chest, trying to have the chest open up towards the sky. A very gentle lift of the chin, keeping the tailbone heavy towards the ground. Inhaling, reaching arms up high. Exhaling, right arm floats down, left arm up and over. Inhaling, lifting back up. Exhaling, up and over to the other side. Inhaling, lifting back up. Exhaling, planting right palm into the ground, right toes into the mat. Inhaling, reaching left arm up towards the sky as you take the twist. Drive right hand through the earth. Reach left fingertips up high. Exhale, twisting through the torso. With an exhale, left arm floats down, shifting back into half splits on the other side. Hips shift back, so hips are stacked on top of right knee. Create space between the butt and the heel behind you. Wiggle that left foot forward as far as you need to. Left knee can always have a soft bend in it. Left foot is flexed, so toes are facing towards you. Inhaling, thinking about keeping the spine long, and exhaling to feel belly reaching towards thigh first. With an exhale, body shifts forward, foot plants, palms plant, lift right knee up, step left foot back to meet the right in the plank. Optional vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, or a cobra. And an exhale will all meet in down dog. Inhaling, heels lift high. Exhale, walk those feet forward towards the hands, top of mat. Inhaling, half lift, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, plant the palms, deeply bend those knees so that you bring the butt all the way down to the mat. Fingertips behind you or arms out in front, either way, slowly roll the spine down to the mat. With an exhale, knees come in towards the chest as you give yourself a nice hug. Using the hands to pull on the legs, tailbone is heavy towards the ground. Plant the feet into the mat so that feet and knees are hip-width distance apart, arms are down by your sides. Engage the glutes, lift the hips up towards the sky for a gentle bridge. Find even weight through all four corners of the feet and wiggle the shoulder blades back and forth to open up through the chest a little bit more. Maybe fingers interlace underneath the back, maybe the palms stay planted. Your choice. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Slowly releasing the hands from one another if the fingers were interlaced. Lift the heels high up off of the mat, then slowly roll that spine down one vertebra at a time. Windshield wiper those knees side to side, both knees in the same direction, back and forth a few times, a gentle release. Then replant those feet into the mat, walking the heels towards the glutes, feet and knees hip-width distance apart. Lifting right foot up off of the mat, cross right ankle on top of left thigh. Maybe you lift left foot up off of the mat, flexing left foot as well. Maybe you'd still like to go deeper as you take the right arm in between the hole the legs just made, grabbing a hold of the back of left leg. Right knee is pressing open and away from the body. You're using your arms to pull the legs towards your torso, and exhaling, pressing tailbone heavy back down towards the mat. A push-pull of your own body, keeping the feet flexed and the right knee open and away from the body in a reclining pigeon. With an exhale, slowly release it down. Keeping that right ankle crossed or taking it further, sliding right thigh on top of left thigh. Exhale, allow both knees to fall over towards left side of the mat. So you're coming into a final spinal twist. Both arms are extended out to the side, or maybe find cactus arms as you bend at the elbows. Your choice of whatever feels better for the upper body. Gaze can go towards the opposite direction of those knees. With an inhale, lift it back up through center. Shift the hips back over so the spine is in a straight line, and uncross those legs. Moving to the other side, crossing left ankle on top of right thigh. Left foot is flexed. Lifting right foot up off of the mat, maybe staying here or maybe taking it deeper as the left arm goes in between the hole the legs just made and grabbing a hold of the back of right thigh. Both feet are flexed. Left knee is pressing open and away from the body. Using the arms to pull the legs closer towards your torso. Exhaling to press tailbone heavy towards ground. Making sure shoulder blades are on the mat and chin is tucked slightly towards the chest, encouraging a nice straight spine. Exhale to release those legs. Keep left ankle crossed or slide left thigh on top of right thigh. And with an exhale, allow both knees to fall over towards right side of mat. Maybe you need to shift the hips back a little bit and find wherever those arms would like to go, straight out to the side or bent at the elbows, gazing towards opposite arm, keeping both shoulder blades on the mat. Don't worry if the knees do not meet the ground. Breathing nice and deep. With an inhale, lift it back up through center. Realign the hips and the spine and uncross the legs. Coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to open away from one another so it looks like a butterfly pose on your back. Maybe hands on top of the hips, keeping those hips heavy towards the ground. Exhale, allow those knees to feel heavy. If this is too much for the hips, maybe slide pillows, blankets, blocks underneath the knees and support yourself. And moving into a final resting pose, maybe you'd like to keep the legs as they are, or maybe you'd like to straighten out through the legs to find the body becoming heavy. Shavasana, your final resting pose, corpse pose. The best time to tap into the parasympathetic nervous system as you allow the body to relax. Release the face as you unfurrow the eyebrows, smoothing out the forehead. Eyelids are heavy and closed. Release the jaw, relaxing the tongue, the lips, the cheeks. Relax the neck, the upper back, the shoulders, the chest. Release down through the arms, into the fingertips. Let go of the belly and the low back. Releasing the hips, allowing the legs to feel heavy. All the way down to the ankles, the feet, and the toes. As you rest here in peace, in calm, let go of the body. Let it be heavy. Please stay here as long as you need. The music will continue to play. Allow yourself some time to relax. The light in me honors the light within you. Namaste.